Alright. I guess we keep, Yep, let's just, keep down the library Longshade. I was so hoping we were done with this. You know what would piss me the most, though? If we got negotiate all the way up to what it needs to be, and then we find out, actually, you get all the options now. I would snap. You bumped into Erwin von Zierdorf, and he strikes you as somewhat angular. You turn around to look at him and notice pointy bulges coming from beneath a large frock coat. He either is trying to steal books or has been eating them. Dun dun dun. Both of those are quite possible in this school. You usually wouldn't involve yourself with apprehending book bandits, especially since you are busy. However, you really gotten on the bad side of your professors lately, and you need the favors. Help reveal the theft and you can win over some professors. Do nothing, be friends, stop him and warn him that this isn't going to go well. Sleuthing, what books is he taking? Yeah, that should be is, right? That shouldn't be an R. Conversation, tell the librarian, sabotage, pursue. Let's see why he's stealing books. You glance at the student and notice that he's come out of the rare volumes area of the library. Those volumes are exceptionally valuable. It'll probably be well worth your while to help recover the pilfered tomes. Okay, dude. Yeah, we're gonna have to tell on you. I'm sorry. You inform the librarian that you think Erwin is stealing a gigantic coat full of books, and she literally sends lightning bolts at the book bandit. Damn. The lightning she used had pretty much paralyzed him, so you think that the liberal beatings on his head and shoulders were a bit much. Jesus! The spectacle ends quickly and everyone goes back to their business, so they do not seem too interested in an off task with the librarian returns. Alright, I guess we did that. We succeed at using study. Negotiates up by 1. You've learned about give, which is a theme that brings up negotiate by +2, and one's charm by +1. The difficulty level is 6. You increased your schoolyard education skill step by 1. You learned about interrogation, which is a bully skill. You've learned about Derstrius Zeal, which is a little lore there for you to read it if you wish. And the Childhood of Baron Midan, which more lore for you to read if you wish. Tallulah competed, Piglo competed, you temporarily increased your chance of success by 15. You increased Duran's merit by 2. Cool. Evelyn used her familiar. Neta did not succeed at study. Prudence did not succeed at study. Okay, so our negotiation is at 5. And it's still pretty easy to bring up, so that's good. Alright, Library Longshade. We know the drill. And Thursday. Easy day. Brought up negotiation to 6, still easy to bring up. We've learned about this rhyme, which if you wish to read, just... Damn, that's a long rhyme. You increased your magical appraisal skill by 1. And we've learned about this catalog, which I guess we can buy stuff from it. We apparently lost the library Longshade. I don't believe it. Evelyn did not succeed at study. Neta did not succeed at work the forge. And Prudence did not succeed at using study. So if this keeps being easy, we'll bring it up by Saturday. But we still need our spell to come back from Novice to Master. You're looking around a villa college and discover an entryway into a room that you've never seen before. You enter it and see old desks stacked on one another and books thrown into piles. It's an old classroom that's fallen into disuse. You turn to leave, but it takes you several seconds to realize something is wrong. Very wrong. The exit is gone. Where'd it go? How are you going to get out? Wait patiently? No. Negation. Cast negation spells all along the walls and look for the hidden door. Or memorization. Think, have you ever heard or read about something like this happening in all your studies? Let's go with negation. That's our favorite class of magic. Might as well use it. It's highly unlikely that the door disappeared on its own. Most likely something was triggered in the room that caused it to disappear. So in theory, all you need to do is negate the spell that made it disappear in the first place. Running the reasoning through your mind, you decide it's better to act than to sit and do nothing. Pulling out your wand, you draw the themes on your palette, and let the energy flow through your wand at the spot where the door should be. A slight shimmering is all it takes for you to know your spell worked. The air by the door wavers for a moment before fading away, leaving you with a clear view of the door. Alright, so negotiation went up by 1. Still easy to bring up, so that's good. We've learned about the Admirado's Auctioneer's platform, which we can go to visit to increase economy, increase negotiate, and inform Admirado. So 4 points for each of those for 2 days at a time. So that's not bad. So yeah, we might be able to do it without that spell, but we'll see. Lambert succeeded at competing. Tulu competed. You gained visit. Yep. Lambert, Malacrasta, Evelyn did not succeed at study. Casper, Tabin, Neta rested today. Silk, Philip, Prudence rested today. Do I just study all day? I guess so. I kind of wanted to compete, but we'll save that for a different day, I guess. We can knock out this in one go, hopefully. So Saturday is a day in a dusty library that we're technically not supposed to be in, but that's fine. And negotiate. Okay. Alright, fun Saturday day. Yay. You succeed at using stay at the library of Longshade. You increase negation by 1. It's now 10, and we can bring it up further, which we're going to do. You have learned about Dirty Little Secret, which is some lore if you wish to read. It's right there. You also learned about Falsify, which is a theme. In one spells or item will grant a 1 point increase to the user's lie and acting subskills. Okay. You increased your mastery spells. Not what I wanted, but okay. Great. You have learned about Proof of Mastery's evil. Hey, I'm glad we're learning mastery by accident. From the pamphlet of Proof of Mystery's Evil by Verstock Vlad Dick. How do I know the evils of mastery? I have been under its influence. It is a weakening, frightening thing to be completely not in control of one's actions, to have your movements dictated by someone else. It still makes me shudder to this day, and I hate shuddering. So, we also brought up, we added Fluster to ourselves, which is a spell, which probably is an attack spell, decrease insight, negotiate, and counting, so yes. We've increased transport by 1. Learned about transport SP1, so there if you want. We've learned fitness, which is a theme I'm sure we've had before. And you've learned about Dear Diary, the 12th of Kaleri, which is some lore if you wish to read. You succeed at using Stay the Library of Longshade. You increase your negotiate skill by 1. You have learned about List of Tarkhan, which is some lore if you wish to read. It is right there. You increase your sleuthing skill by 1. So that's now maximum. That's cool. And you've learned about the Forum of Naxum, which might be a place we can use. Yep. Listen to the debates. Expand logic, random rhetoric, oratory, and -1 SS to a random. Probably -1 subskill of a random variety. Tallulah competed, you gain listened, and yep. Prudence did not succeed at anything today. Not study. Get ready for dialectic or get ready for rhetoric. Evelyn succeeded at using her familiar. Did not succeed at prepare for raid or studying. And Neta did not succeed at study, but did succeed at studying at the Valencian library. So, negotiate is now level 10. I say we raise it one more time. So, library Longshade. We're going to try to remember that place where I can increase it by 4. Oh god, what was it? The auctioneer platform, okay. Visit the auctioneer's platform, which will give us 4 points in economy and negotiate for 2 days at a time. And we're going to compete. Negotiate. That doesn't need my work, and that doesn't need my work. Alright, Sunday. Your peaceful stroll across the campus of Academagia is interrupted by a tremendous shout. Watch out! Cries Vernel Bonvan. You turn around to see an enchanted flying disc soaring towards you. The disc is glowing with all sorts of colors as it spins through the air, perfectly parallel to the ground. We need some help, she hollers. Let it go and keep walking. No, athletics, how fast are your hands? Jump and grab it. Negation spells, it's moving fast, but you may be able to dispel the spell. Magical appraisal, quickly inspect the enchanted flying disc. Let's just grab it, why not? You leap, stretch, and effortlessly catch the disc with one hand. You gracefully land on both feet, and the same motion prioritate yourself around to face the direction from which the enchanted disc came. The students playing and even those watching applaud your amazing snatch. Basking in your glorious display of athleticism, you nonchalantly toss the disc back to Vernel. Yay, we're cool! Okay, so negotiate is now level 15. Perfect, I don't care. Our final job, which is some lore, so if you wish to read, there you go. You increased your lyre skill by 1, and that's a musical instrument for those that don't know. And you have learned about deserved ovation, which is some lore, looks like. So yeah, if you want to read that, go ahead. We also visit the auctioneer's platform, brought both of these up by 4, and we've learned about the Amaretto Empire Market, which increases awareness if we go. Cool. You increase Durand's merit by 3. Tallulah, Durand, and Piccolo all competed. Neta did not succeed at using the forge, nor study, nor encourage fellow student. Evelyn did not succeed at study, but did succeed at flourish homework. Casper, Melcresta, Lambert, Silk. Philip, Prudence succeeded at using practice music on herself. And we are at 5:53. We're kind of catching up with Vernon. And I think we can do the bloody adventure that we should have completed a while ago. And I swear to God, if those options that are supposed to be there are there, I'm gonna... A spring of last resort. Okay, we only have negotiate. So if you don't remember, Neta's like, nothing's working. Then she tells us about this spring that washes charms away. We find the spring, and then a centaur tells us to stop and get the hell out. So we're going to negotiate, try and fast talk the centaur. This is going to be hard with him rushing towards you. Holding up your hands, you yell for the centaur to stop. As you expected, he doesn't, so you dive to the side. You decide to do something crazy. Standing up, you close your eyes and hold out your arms at your side, palms slightly tilted upwards as if pausing in an embrace. You hear Neta shriek and the pounding of hooves on the ground getting closer. Then wind rushes over you and silence. You open your eyes and find the spear point at a hair's length from your chest. Why do you stand there, human? The centaur brings his face close to yours, his hot breath ruffling your hair as he growls. You beg his pardon for intruding here, and his eyebrows narrow suspiciously. Is this some sort of trick? What do you want? He still seems unwilling to believe you're not here to cause trouble, and he never lowers the spear point. You explain your situation calmly despite your heart pounding so hard in your chest you fear it can be heard by the centaur. He listens to your words but remains silent after you finish. You fear he doesn't believe you, but then he draws back, his shaggy mane of hair rustling with leaves. Very well, human. Your friend may partake of the spring. He steps back and rests the butt of the spear on the ground, regarding the two of you cautiously. So the centaur is out of the way. Neta is about to dive into the spring, but you stop her. There may be other safety precautions around the spring. Neta doesn't want to listen. All she's thinking about is getting rid of the boys. Shaking herself free of your grasp, she dives into the spring. At first, everything is fine. Then sparkling water splashes in every direction, and she looks normal. But then it happens. A glittering light starts to envelop Neta. She screams and looks over at you. Help me! She screams and starts to splash towards you frantically. The glittering light follows. What are you going to do? Well, I'm glad there's more options here. Unlike the last one. I need to let it go. I need to let it go. All the options that are supposed to be here are here, so whatever. Brute strength, it's going to take all your strength, but you have to try and pull her out. You grab hold of Neta's arm and pull. The glittering light grabs hold of her waist and pulls back. You dig your heels into the ground trying to drag Neta out of the water. The light is more than persistent. You can feel your heel sliding in the moist soil around the water. If you're not careful, you're going to get drawn into the water yourself. You muster all your strength and with one final heave, hoist Neta out of the water. Once out of the water, she gasps and coughs, then looks at her hands. I think it worked, she whispers. We need to go back to the school and test it out. She gets to her feet and bolts, and you have to try your best to keep up with her. When you get back to the school, you see Neta grinning from ear to ear. When you ask her why she's so happy, she spins in a circle with arms outstretched. Look around, she says, still beaming. When you do, you don't notice anything. When you say as much, she claps excitedly. Exactly, it worked. She's so happy. She throws her arms around you, hugging you tightly. Aww. Listen, I want to thank you for all your help. Here, take this. She reaches into her pocket and brings out a silver ring, fashioned to be tiny hedgehogs. It contains a single casting Aurora of Cermoros. It will cast a minor attraction when it's activated. You thank Neta and pocket the ring. After this adventure, you doubt you'll use it anytime soon. But who knows, you might actually need it at some point. Alright, that's a kind of cool thing to get.